This movie just has everything that I feel like Francis Ford Coppola wouldn't have done. Like, it's disappointing. What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. This is OCD Movie Reviews. My name is Owen the Brain Cat, and today I'm going to review the latest science fiction thriller film, Megalopolis. This movie is directed by the legendary Francis Ford Coppola, and this movie stars Adam Driver, Grace VanderWaal, Nathalie Emmanuel, Aubrey Plaza, Jon Voight, Shia LaBeouf, Giancarlo Esposito, Laurence Fishburne, Jason Schwartzman, Dustin Hoffman, Chloe Fineman, just so many big actors in this movie. A conflict between Caesar, a genius artist who seeks to leap into the idealistic future, and his opposition, Mayor Franklin, who remains committed to a regressive status quo. So, Francis Ford Coppola is basically back. Many great movies that he has directed. Some of the greatest movies of all time, including the Godfather trilogy, or Apocalypse Now, or some really underrated movies like The Outsiders, which is one of my favorite Francis Ford Coppola movies. So, this has been his passion project for years, and when I heard he's making a new film, I'm actually kind of excited for it. The trailers actually really intrigued me. This can be like the revolution of bringing back originality in movies. Big cast in this movie. I love Adam Driver, I love Jon Voight, I love Laurence Fishburne, Jason Schwartzman, Dustin Hoffman. So many big actors in this movie. And there are some Hollywood rejects that I'm bringing back into this movie as well. And I was just interested in this movie, especially that I heard that Francis Ford Coppola finances this whole film. He paid for the production, he paid for the marketing, he paid for everything to just get this movie made. This movie has been basically his passion project for a very long time, so I was interested in this film until I hear a lot of negativity surrounding this film. There's a lot of negative reviews surrounding this film, so I went into this movie very optimistic, but also with an open mind. This could be one of those movies where I'm disagreeing with the critics, and I just give my own opinion on this movie. But unfortunately, guys, I can see where the critics are coming from, unfortunately, because man, this movie sucks, guys. I was so let down by Megalopolis. Now, are there positives with this film? Absolutely. One big positive. I would say the overall world building of this film. The overall look of Megalopolis. The movie at least looks nice, not from the green screen, but from the landscapes and some of the visual effects. It looks kind of cool. There are some really cool visual gags in this film. There is one moment of this film where you see like meteors coming from the sky, and you see shadows of the buildings and stuff, and you see like shadows of like people like fearing and all that stuff. That's a really cool visual style they brought up to this film. And also there are some cool statue visuals in the film that looked kind of cool. The world building of this film is actually kind of interesting to me. And I can see that Francis Ford Coppola had some ideas with this film. I can see that he is trying to bring these ideas out. But unfortunately, guys, that is my only positives with the film because, man, this movie is one of the biggest letdowns that I have seen this year. The acting in this film, honestly, is atrocious in this film. Every single actor in this film are either just in this film for no reason, or they're just really bad in this movie. I'm not going to talk about every single actor because there's a lot of big actors in the film, but it's a shame that Adam Driver is really bad in this movie. Nathalie Emmanuel is really bad in this movie. Every single actor in this film, honestly, are either just there for a paycheck or they're basically just trying to work around this really terrible script. Even there are some actors that are just in this film for no apparent reason, such as actors like Jason Schwartzman or Dustin Hoffman. They're literally in this piece of shit for no reason. They're just there for the audience to pop out, oh, that's Dustin Hoffman, oh, that's Jason Schwartzman. That's literally it. They're in this movie for no apparent reason. Weirdly, the best actor in this movie, and it's not really a good thing, is Shia LaBeouf. Because he basically feels like he's not filming a movie at all. He just felt like he is basically smoking crack, and he's just acting all crazy in the film, and at parts, I was kind of entertained by Shia LaBeouf in this film. But that is it. The rest of the acting in this film is absolutely atrocious. Also, the green screen in this film. Now, the visual effects through the landscapes, like I said, are good for the most part, but there are some really bad visual effects in this movie, including the green screen. Oh my god. There is a lot of noticeable bad green screen in this movie that looks so noticeable and looks so atrocious. But I think one of my biggest issues with Megalopolis, honestly, is the story. What is the story of this film? Because there's so many fucking subplots in this film that is just in the film for no reason. It didn't explore all that much. It's just a complete mess overall. A lot of things are happening. A lot of things that don't make sense for me. There's a lot of subplots and ideas where I'm just like, where is this film going? What is this film actually about? What is this movie, to be honest with you? And with all these subplots that have no interest to me, of course to me this film is freaking boring. This is one of the most boring movies that I have seen in 2024, honestly. I've never been bored in a science fiction epic, I would say, in a while, honestly. This movie bored me to shreds. I watched this movie with a friend, and I wanted to leave. I literally wanted to leave Megalopolis, honestly. I wanted to. And I was just scared that it will ruin the experience for him. But we were in the car, and I told him I wanted to leave on the way home, and he said, you could have just told me. I wanted to leave too. We both hated this movie. We both ranted about this movie on the way home because just, I don't know what Francis Ford Coppola is thinking or what his, addition to the film, like what's his plan for this film, because I just don't think I get his vision here. This is a 2 hour and 20-minute bore fest, messy mess. This movie just has everything that I feel like Francis Ford Coppola wouldn't have done. Like, it's disappointing. So many great movies he's directed and he's coming back to his prime, but there can be some directors that just doesn't have it till this day. And unfortunately, it's Francis Ford Coppola, and I really feel bad for saying that. Because this movie is just a complete mess overall. This movie has some terrible acting. This movie has some of the worst green screens that I've seen this year. The landscapes and the visuals at least look nice. Like, the landscapes, the visuals overall, it looks nice for the film, so that's a big plus for this film. But unfortunately, guys, Megalopolis is a complete waste of time. This is one of the most boring movies I've seen this year. So many subplots that are in this film, so many actors that are in this film for no apparent reason, and the overall acting from Adam Driver, Nathalie, Emmanuel, Laurence, Fishburne, Jon Voight, just every single actor is bad in this movie, which is such a big letdown because there's so many great actors in this film. But this is just a complete mindfuck of a movie with so many subplots, not knowing what's going on, confusing as shit, but also this movie bored me to shreds. I think this is the worst movie that Francis Ford Coppola has ever directed, and I really feel bad for saying that because I love Francis Ford Coppola movies, but unfortunately, guys, Megalopolis is definitely not worth your time, guys, and especially if you're Francis Ford Coppola fans, I think you're going to be more disappointed with this film. There will be fans of this film. I can tell that there are going to be fans of Megalopolis. I just don't understand them, to be honest with you. But if you're fans of the movie, I completely accept your opinion. But to me, I really hate this movie, guys. This movie really let me down. But because of the visuals throughout the most part, I would say for Megalopolis, just go skip this movie. But absolutely, this movie will go high on my worst list because, man, this movie bored me to shreds. What a disappointment for Francis Ford Coppola. I had faith in you. So guys, that is my review for Megalopolis. Let me know what you think of this film in the comments below. If you did like this film, let me know. If you hate this film or you thought it's okay, just let me know in the comments below. Make sure you guys follow me on social media links down below. Keep contact with me and make sure you guys subscribe to my channel notify for my latest movie reviews and other movie related content. Thank you guys so much for watching and have a nice day.